Hi, it's Molly and Joe, and tonight we're going to talk about something that we did when we were first dating.
It was an interest I had for practically all my life, I think, and that's playing around with the idea of telepathy, of sending and receiving messages, thoughts, images. When I first met you, you were intrigued, but...
Yeah, I was intrigued, but I never thought that I could participate in that. I'd never had any experience with that. What really made me nervous was the few times where she actually read my mind and answered the question that was in my head before I'd ever even spoken it. That's what really made me nervous.
The game we were playing was, I decided on one image, one message I was going to send him, and his only job was to try to receive it, and gave you a lot of tips, like letting go of what you thought it might be, not worrying about whether you were right or not. That's a big one. Yeah. And just trying to let your mind be blank and let a thought or an idea come into your mind that isn't yours.
And that's not an easy thing to do, making your mind go blank. I think I do it as well as some people do, but it's still very challenging to tell your mind to go blank and to just be in a position to receive whatever's coming in.
We played this game for weeks and weeks. Whether we were at dinner, waiting in line, I'll say, I'm going to try to send you that thought again. One day, we were out at a beach house. I was sitting on the couch looking out to the ocean. Joe was standing behind me looking out to the ocean. So he was right behind me, and he'd been trying for, an hour to get the message.
At least, I think, yeah.
And you were tired and frustrated, and he's standing behind me, and he says, I give up. And at that moment...
I gave up. I did.
At that moment, he leaned over and he kissed me on the shoulder. And I jumped up and screamed because the message had been, kiss my shoulder.
So what's the lesson here? The lesson is you have to let go. Somehow you have to let go to be able to receive that information. Yeah, it was a great thing.
The next one took you only a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It was the image of a sparkling crystal necklace that I was trying to send him, that I'd seen somebody wearing who was walking by us, and Joe would say things like...
I came so close, right? It was like a globe and a ball.
A ball floating over the water, sparkling on the water.
It wasn't even a disco ball or something like that.
And a Christmas ornament.
Right.
He just kept circling around us. So it's really quite phenomenal that after that one time, that breakthrough of weeks and weeks of struggle, that breakthrough where you got that idea of just letting go and allowing the information, it's so much easier now.
It is. Although I still get nervous when she reads my mind.
I do have a question for you, though.
Okay.
A lot of people would not say yes to a game like that. They think it was silly, pointless.
I think I've always been a believer in the possibility of other ways to connect and communicate, and brain waves and the study of biofeedback and all these things that are sort of related to sending a message, an image, and being able to receive it. So I think I was intrigued by that you were sure you could do it, and you were sure you could give it to me. You did, and so that was, to me, was really exciting because I'd always grown up with a love for that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking of something.
No. Nothing showed up except dinner.
It was food.
Was it food?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you gotta go with your first instinct.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
That's another thing.
Yes, I learned.
Mm-hmm.
I learned. Oh, I would have been pretty close, huh?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, try this at home.